Hey footprinters, Trump in September. Let's have a look at the month of September for Trump. What's it holding for him? And you'll have seen I did a quick video on his visit to Kenosha, so won't address that. Let's just say it's not gonna be the success he hoped it would. Okay, so anyway, what does September hold for Trump? So we'll look at that. It's the first day, Tuesday. So we'll go. Okay. What does September hold for Trump? "30 days for September." So let's see. I need a calendar in front of me. Never mind, I'll survive. Week 1. So, week 1. Let's have a look. Oh, it's gonna look like he's thinking it's all gonna look sunshiny and happy for me. He's gonna start out feeling positive and happy. Got his visit happening to Kenosha. What's going on after that? Oh, but he's soon going to realise that things aren't as happy as he thought and going to be left out in the cold. This could also be things coming to light. So, going to be out in the cold with people. The Fool reversed. He's stuck in this cycle of, he thinks this is how he's going to win. It's not. And he can't get out of that cycle. And no matter what people are trying to tell him, he's not listening. He's going to be impulsive. He's going to make a few impulsive decisions and rash decisions this week. He's not thinking things through clearly, if he ever does. Yeah, he's going to be really, really silly with the decisions he's made. He's not going to be making some good decisions. Oh, 7 of Cups. The week's going to end for him with confusion, and maybe he's going to try and gaslight and confuse a few issues. Okay, so that's the first week of September. Week 2. 4 of Wands. He'll be back in the White House for a little bit. And he'll be celebrating something. He thinks he's got something to celebrate. This is okay. But has he really? Knight of Cups. He's going to get some news. Knight of Cups, sorry. So this is the... balance, trying to find some balance, emotional balance. He's not going too good with that. So he's going to be a little bit upset. Oh, poor boo-boo. So there's going to be something, he's going to be upset. His balance is going to be a bit all over the place. Temperance, yeah, they're going to have to find a way to bring things back into balance with him. So emotionally, there's going to be quite a bit of, he's going to be difficult to handle, I think, and they might have to, you know, bring someone in to calm him down a bit, maybe Hope. 5 of Wands. Conflict. He's going to be challenged. He's going to have challenges from people equally as talented. Look, there are some things Trump is very good at. but he's being challenged by people equally as talented at those things, and so he's going to be facing more of that. I would specifically think things like the Lincoln Project, Republicans against Trump, the Congress that happened last week, I can't remember the name, and I think Biden's going to I think Biden's got a really good team behind him as well, and he's going to be able to match Trump. Everything Trump puts out, Biden's going to be able to match. So, yeah. So, 17th to 15th to the 21st, week 3, 9 of Pentacles, but reversed. So, he's going to be feeling alone, and he's not going to be feeling very secure in his home environment, which is what he's not going to be feeling secure. He's going to feel like his autonomy is at risk. 2 of Cups. So he's going to be looking at who he can form partnerships to help him get through, and how he can retain some balance with the situation, and how he can, there's going to be some conflicts within his own environment as well. Hey, I'm back. Just had to set something up going. So he's going to be looking for ways to find a new balance and to reconnect with his people, but I don't think he's going to be very successful. Yeah. There might also be conflicts that he has to deal with within his own family, I think. Page of Swords, there's going to be some disappointing news. Whistleblower, maybe. Somebody's going to come forth with some news about him. There's a new book being released from Trump versus the United States of America, from Stephen K. Schmidt, I think. Rachel Maddow was reading some excerpts from it, so that could be a really interesting thing. And the Hermit, he's going to be feeling isolated. He's going to start feeling isolated. September's so far not shaping up to be what he optimistically hoped it would be. So week 4, the Moon, bit of confusion, bit of deception happening. He's going to try and go, oh look, squirrel. He's going to try and hide a few things, but he's not necessarily going to be successful. Ace of Pentacles reversed. Losses. This is about lost opportunity. It's about insecurity. It's, lost funds. He could lose some donors. He could be losing some donors by the end of September. People who just refuse to put any more money in and saying, no more, we're not going to do it anymore. And it's going to make him feel even more insecure. The Emperor, he's going to come up again with this law and order. I will make sure, I'm the person to restore all this sort of stuff. Blah, 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 blah. That's what he's going to come out with. But it's all just empty words. There's not going to be any, it's all just empty words. It's, yeah, it's there's no real meaning to it. He's like, if you'll notice, you've got the two triangles. One's this way and the other's that way. Flip, flop, flip, flop, flip, flop, flip, flop, flip, flop, over and over. Saying one thing but people seeing another. Saying one thing but people seeing another. He's going to feel like he's had a victory somewhere, in some way. So that's, you know, he's going to feel like he's had a victory in some way. So in week 4. Or maybe something happened where he thinks, that's it, I've won. For the last few days of September, which is about 3 days after this one, the devil reversed, the devil reversed. Ignorance. He's going to be his usual nasty self. But this victory, very short-lived, because then he's going to feel like trapped. He's going to feel, yeah, like, he's going to start doing all the bad things that he likes to do. He's going to try and throw out some tyrannical tropes, the fascist things. He's going to start throwing that sort of stuff out again. It's interesting that this devil has these people on strings, puppet strings, like puppets. So perhaps he might be getting a few instructions from somewhere else. Justice, but justice reversed. Okay, so justice reversed, imbalance, injustice, all that sort of thing. He's going to, not meaning to, but he's going to highlight all these things just by opening his big trap and yap, 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 yap. 7 of Pentacles. He's going to be deemed to just not be up to the job. Not up to the job. Why didn't you change direction a long time ago? But no, it's too late for him. Everything will be too late by then. Most people will have decided he's not up to the job. Most of those who need to make that decision. The Hierophant, this is the government and institutions. He's going to try and cause some havoc. Don't be surprised if he tries to shut down the government. So let's have a look at that question, actually. Will Trump try and shut down the government? Oh. Damn, sorry about that. I'll just put these things back. Just put these things back down so you can get a look at how it all played out. So this is week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and the last few days of September. So that's the moon there. Justice, 7 of Pentacles, the Hierophant. So, yeah. Okay, so now we'll have a look. Is he going to try and shut down the government in some way? Is he going to try and shut down the government? Let's have a look at that. So, is Trump going to try and shut down the government? Let's have a look and see what's in that. He's talking to some people about it. You know, he's talking to some people about it. He really is a dense piece of... He's going to try and shut down the government. Wheel of Fortune. It's inevitable that he's going to try something. The High Priestess reversed. So it'd be a highly foolish thing that he's trying to do. Really highly foolish. No insight into, you know, what it would do beyond his range, beyond his wants. Two of Swords, it would be a very, very bad decision. It would be a bad. It would create just drama that's not needed. It's, you know, he would then, well, he wouldn't deal with it. He'd leave somebody, he'd just say, oh, it's all blah, 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 and blah, blah's fault. It's got nothing to do with me. Yeah, and doing, you know what, this is the third time in a row I did a reading on his visit to Kenosha. This card came up. This card came up in the first week of September for him, and now there it is again, leaving people out in the cold, abandoning them to your fate. Here comes the devil again. Yeah, bad decisions, greed, anger, ignorance, tyranny. He's gonna, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if he did try. Betrayal, causing heartbreak. Queen of Wands, it's him trying to dominate people. Again, it's going to come up short. It's not going to do what he wants it to. It's going to come up short of what he wanted by a long way if he does it. Again, it's going to end up with him feeling really insecure. Losing ground, losing donors. So he'd be really, really stupid to try it. But then whoever said he was the smartest of men? He's shrewd, yes. Marketing-wise, yes. But, well, he was. Not anymore. He's not anymore. I think I think where he used to use proper marketing strategies, he was a marketing genius. We all know, you know, was. But the fact is, he has gotten to the stage where he thinks he just has to say that's the way it is, and people will buy it. So he doesn't even try and do all the other work that he used to do, like the calling things and this and that. and all the other things. He just says it and expects people are going to buy it and believe it. He believes that he doesn't have to work at it anymore. He just has to say it and it's going to be true and it's going to happen. That makes him dangerous. That makes him very dangerous. Yeah, so what else have I got here? I've got a list here, and I'll be looking at some more things. Now he stood up in his press conference today. He defended the people who drove through Portland in their trucks, sitting in the back of these trucks you guys call them, we call them four-wheel drives or utes, firing paintballs and spraying water cannons and all sorts of things on people with their Trump, 2020 thing. And he defended Kyle Rittenhouse's actions. Clearly, he didn't watch the whole video. He had no idea of the whole thing. Is there going to be any blowback from that? And are his actions going to lead to an increase in militia activity? So, first question. Will there be any blowback from him defending both Kyle Rittenhouse and this group of people who, everyone has a right to peaceful protest, but that doesn't mean shooting projectiles out of guns at people, whether it's paintballs or whatever, Defend. He said, we use them for defensive purposes. These people were in moving vehicles where they could easily get away. They were high up in moving vehicles. No one was going to get their hands on them. They didn't need to defend themselves with anything. Bunch of kids. Pardon my French. So, is he going to cop some blowback from that? And look what's on the bottom of the deck. A bit of a tower. He's undermined himself. He has undermined himself. Not with the core voters as well, but with reasonable people. He's going to have to try and find a way of resetting the balance there. It's just highlighted his nasty ways. Ten of Pentacles. It's going to damage. It's just another thing to be added to the nasty legacy that this administration is going to leave behind. And it's going to take years for America to recover from it. Yeah, he thinks he can get away with it. He thinks he can get away with it because he thinks he's tempering things. The nasty left, it's his way of tempering them, and and he thinks he can get away with it. He honestly does believe that. I asked the question, is he going to cop blowback? And so far, except for this one, which is a no card, they've all been yes cards or maybe cards. And this is the Emperor, that's a maybe card. Yeah, he thinks he's the law and order, but it's shone a light on how much he isn't representing government and the law. Oh, Eight of Swords. He's painted himself into a corner. This again is a no card as well, but it's still being outnumbered by the yeses. Four of Swords is a maybe. He's going to need to back off. I think he's going to be told, look, back off and don't be saying that stuff, because it'll lose you voters. Again, here's the justice. This is what, third time, twice in this session, but third time today. It's going to be seen as unfairly hindering the course of justice, because him weighing in and saying things like that is going to influence the court. This, you know, yeah, 5 of Cups reversed. Yeah, it's going to lead to loss and thing. This is reversed, so normally it's a no card, but it's reversed, so it's a yes card. But it's going to lead to it's just draining people, and it's just leaving people in despair. It's causing some people just to hang their heads in despair. And you know, how is this, we ever going to get through this, you know? So yeah, but he's going to regret it. He is going to regret it. Yeah, he is going to cop blowback. He's painted himself into a corner. He thinks he's gotten away with it, but he's going to get told, you got to back off. You got to back off because you haven't done yourself any favours. And it's highlighting the injustice of his administration and the injustice that he encourages. I'll put these cards aside now for the last question I'm going to ask for this session, and that is, in defending these guys, is it going to encourage more militia activity? So, is Trump's defense of these people going to encourage more militia activity? Just mix the cards up a bit here. Now do what Sheila does with her card. Mix them up a bit. Mix them all over the place. So, it's Trump's defense of this young man and of those people in Portland going to lead to more militia activity. That's bad shuffling. To more militia activity. Is it going to encourage more militia activity? Hear that Trump was going to talk to Jacob Blake's mother on the phone, but when he heard that there were going to be lawyers present at the Blake end of the phone, he said no, he won't talk to them. Biden and Harris both spoke to Jacob Blake's mother. The lawyers were present at the Blake end of the phone calls, and they were fine with it. They had no problem with it. So, but Jake's lawyers are going to be present. Oh no, 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 no. Yeah. Anyway, is Trump's defense of these people going to lead to encourage more militia action? 4 of Cups. People are just so tired of hearing him yap, 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 yap. But is it going to encourage more militia action? Ace of Wands. It's 6 of Cups, 5 of Cups, loss, This is new ideas and initiatives, but reversed, it's initiatives are blocked, ideas are blocked. You know, it's stagnation, things going on hold, and lack of growth. That's a bit contrary. I would have thought that it would have fired them up. But it's going to lead, in some ways, bringing back some things that happened a long time ago, bringing them back to the fore, some behaviours. It's going to lead to loss. God, I hope that doesn't mean more people are going to die. Karma, this is judgment. Judgment reversed. Delays, obstacles, stagnation. Again, it's on top of this. Blocked ideas, blocked inspiration, blocked, you know, initiatives. He's going to try and block initiatives to handle the militias. Don't be surprised if he starts messing with the ATF next, or trying to mess with the ATF. It's going to lead to people not being able to deal with them the way they should. Yeah, Four of Wands reversed. It's not going to get off to the flying start I think he envisions. I think maybe some older and wiser heads might prevail in those areas. You know, it'd be the younger ones that want to go, "Yee-haw, he's giving us the go-ahead," you know. Seven of Cups, there's going to be some confusion, some gaslight. This is younger heads. Yeah. But, you know, some people might charge forward. There's going to be some people act before they think. There's going to be assessment of the situations. Ten of Cups. Two of Swords. Things aren't going to work out the way. There's going to be some groups take encouragement in it. But there are also going to be some older and wiser heads saying, hey, look, you don't want to mess here. But Trump is possibly going to try and mess with the ATF next and their investigations into some of these groups. There's going to be some confusion around the issue. He's going to try and cloud the issue in some way. The whole militia thing's going to be in stalemate for a while. Nothing's going to get done. In fact, things are going to come to a stuttering halt. Nothing's going to get done about them. It's going to be a time of quite a lot of anxiety, because these people are going to come out, and some of them are going to be, America's going to be feel embattled by these groups, and yeah, Page of Pentacles, but they're not as smart as they think they are. Let's put it this way. it's going to fire up some of the young ones, but older heads and wiser heads are going to prevail. If you have a look at the video from Portland the other day when all the trucks were driving through, you saw a lot of young people. This young guy was 17 years old. It's going to fire up the young ones, but they're not, and it's going to encourage the young ones, but older and wiser heads are going to prevail. There's still going to be an anxious time with them. There's still going to be a bit of activity. Not as much, I think, as Trump hopes. And there could still be some losses caused by these people. But they're going to add to the anxiety of the next couple of months, their activities. So especially the younger members. So let's hope that I've got that last one wrong. But anyway, so thank you very much for joining me, my darlings. I love you all so much, and I will see you at the next reading. Bye-bye.